Thank you very much, Chair Julie Cooper MP, friends, colleagues, and members of Parliament from all houses and from all the parties who have come here. And thank you to the organisers, particularly Dr. Misfar Hassan. And I think it's a great pleasure to see so many of us. One of the things that members of Parliament have quite rightly said is that we need to see more unity amongst you. And I, for one, who has been working in this field for 30 years, have seen that in the last 2 to 3 months, we have started to come together more than we did in the last 30 years, insofar as people who are in favor of the independent Kashmir issue. So what the message I want to give is that we should continue this partnership among ourselves. We should eliminate our differences and concentrate on our similarities. A very famous politician these days has said that we have more in common than we have differences, and that's a very current issue. And I think what I am pleased to say, that it is all right for MPs to say that you do this, you do that, and I'm grateful that they do that and they do ask us to bring up-to-date information. But I think we shouldn't have to wait for each other. I'm looking for a partnership between our communities, our organizations, amongst ourselves, but also with all the political parties and all the politicians. They shouldn't have to wait to tell India, Brother Irshad shouldn't have to say that this is the situation. We can all see what is happening there, and they must ask them to stop that forthwith. The opportunity should be taken when Theresa May visits the country in the near future through their Foreign Office. And one member of Parliament mentioned that we should have a meeting with the Foreign Secretary. We would be pleased if any of you can facilitate that. We will definitely meet that. So the issues for us are unity amongst ourselves, common purpose amongst ourselves, which I think we are getting to. But we want unity and partnership with members of Parliament. It is sad some of our freedom fighters like K.H. Khurshid Sahab, Khalid Ansari Sahab, died, Makbul Bhatt Shaheed Sahab. I haven't named everybody, but I think these are some of the examples. I've got Mr. Jabbar Bhatt sitting here, an elderly gentleman. I think he's elderly amongst us. But I have seen him working hard, and he is now a senior citizen. And I have been in the field for 30 years like many of you, but we want to see some results. One of the things I learned in my previous job as a manager in local government, managing organizational development and equality development, is that we must be outcome focused. And currently everything we do in government, local government in particular, due to all the cuts, that it has to be outcome focused. So the outcome for this meeting is that we go with a promise from the MPs to make sure that they speak to India, but also there is a role in it for Pakistan. A very easy suggestion was made by K.H. Khurshid Sahab, once President, and the Secretary of Qaeda-e-Azam, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, that the simple thing for Pakistan government would be to recognize the government in Muzaffarabad as the representative government of the Maharashtra. And if that was done, we will have a foot in the door. We should be able to take our case to the United Nations ourselves. We wouldn't need Pakistan to be representing us. We wouldn't need anybody else to be representing us. Of course, we would welcome the help from them. But members of Parliament are rightly saying things which some of my friends said 20, 30 years. Derek Fetchett, who was once a Home Secretary, he died sadly, he was a Leeds MP, and we had a meeting with him. Asmat was present, and he said, who is going to represent you when you do come on the table? Please organize for us to get on the table where we are part of the negotiation. There is no way that we can fight India or Pakistan to resolve this situation. We need discussion through peaceful means, and in that process I think Kashmiris in this country and in many other European countries are quite capable of negotiating on their behalf in partnership with our leaders back home. Without taking too much time, I would suggest that if you have the opportunity, and currently, as many members of Parliament have sadly said, and sorry, so many of you have been called to so many different meetings, but who are these people calling the meeting? Representatives of government of Pakistan. People who are sent here to campaign on the government of Pakistan. We welcome, Pakistan giving us the help. Of course, all the Pakistani citizens are our brothers and sisters. But what we do not want is Kashmiris to be bypassed here, Kashmiris to be used as pawns. We want to be part of negotiation for the future of our country. So kindly support us in our struggle, and the message that I take for our brothers and sisters here is that like we have worked in the last few months, let us continue this work, let us have a target, and we must not wait until India violates the human rights again or Pakistan does something nasty. Let us ask our MPs to encourage Pakistan at every opportunity to still go back to the easy solution of recognizing Kashmir, and then things will become easier for us. Tell India that you are a big economy, you are the biggest democracy in the world, but yet you are violating human rights. Tell the Indian civil society and the Pakistani civil society that a lot of your budget is being wasted on the defense. It could be spent on education, it could be spent on infrastructure. So let us continue with this. And I'm sorry I'm taking a few more minutes than this. So thank you.